I believe in friendships.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes I hear this saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's correct for some people in certain circumstances.
Right.
One of my good friends, Xavier Alexander, was, you know, fortunate enough to bless me with connecting me with a team in Asia. And I did so good with that team that one game that we played against the Australian All-Stars, that's what got me to Australia. So it always, remember, it's always somebody watching, man. You never know. Because me doing what I needed to do that one game, having the worst games ever before that, and then that one game I did what I was supposed to do, and the Australian man remembered me. And the next year said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm at home." He said, "Don't worry, you'll have a flight in the next couple of days." And
what's it like playing overseas? Because I've heard a lot of talk, you know, I've heard a lot of chirping about like bad contracts, folks not getting paid. Like, how are you able to connect with the right agent, the right team, the right management, man? I know it's real dicey over there. They out here playing these guys, man.
Yeah, so unfortunately,
them on a pipe dream.
Unfortunately, I've never experienced any of the not getting paid or getting short paid or anything like that.
So you good?
Yeah, anything I've ever experienced over there was great.
Right.
I actually told one of my younger friends that just left college. He was so worried about the NBA D League and the G League and stuff like that. So I just told him, like, yo, you'll love it overseas, though. And then, of course, you know, he goes talk about the girls and stuff. I said, man, it's more than that. You want to be LeBron? Go overseas. That's everybody's dream. You want to be that superstar.
Yeah.
Superstars go overseas.
Let me ask you this. So we obviously know the level that you're at as a basketball player. You've been able to travel all over the world and play, you know, the game that you love.
Facts.
We got a gentleman over here who's playing basketball. I think he could take some, and I'm sure you guys probably had your talks, you know, on the sidelines. What advice would you give to him? You know, as a basketball player, you know, playing overseas, G League.
Yeah.
You know.
He was, Dre was with us a long time. I was with the Louisville Leopards.
Yeah, I would go work out with them.
He would come practice with us. Him and CJ Carter came and practiced with us, kind of gave us a lot of big brother advice and had a lot of conversations with them. So, I mean, you can go ahead and answer the question, but.
The advice I would give to Brandon is don't overthink yourself. Brandon can actually play. I actually like Brandon when he doesn't think. Because when he reacts, his reactions are great. He has great reaction time. So, you know, you press him, he can cross over and he's really fast. He can get to the rack, make the right decision with the ball. But when he's overthinking and trying to listen to what everybody else is saying, he's stagnant. And that's what would frustrate me and CJ when we would play with them. So, and, you know, I feel like Brandon plays pretty decent, though.
Proud of my boy, man. I'm proud of his just relentlessness. He just doesn't give up, man. Can't nobody tell him no. Ever since the day I've met him and you know, we worked out together, man, he just, like, nobody's going to stop him.
Yeah.
Nobody. And I respect that, man. I'll never, ever tell somebody, hey, man, you need to put that down. It ain't working. Like, nah, bro, keep going, bro. You keep going till the wheels fall off, bro.
Right.
But Drelan, man, back to you. What is one common myth that you would like to just kill as a professional basketball player? You know, we got a lot of wannabes out there. We got a lot of, you know, what would you tell, you know, the rec guy who thinks they know the game, ain't played a lick of basketball, but the rec? What is one myth you like to kill as a professional basketball player? Your response.
With the rec guys, I like to tell them,
or just the wannabes, you know?
Yeah, well,
thinking they know something.
The wannabes, the rec guys, because most of those guys probably played in high school, or some of them. It would be mostly just telling them, like, pros have bad games. I've been to open gyms, and, you know, I'm in there missing a bunch of shots, and you play overseas, you know, you hearing the most.
Oh, man. I've heard that. I've heard that. Just not from me, of course. I didn't play, but I mean, just from hearing, I hear that, what you're saying, you know.
Who is this guy? Like, all right, bro, you want to play one-on-one for $1,000? You know, that's where I jump to. I ain't gonna lie. That's my go-to. When I feel disrespected, you want to play one-on-one for $1,000?
Come on.
Do you got it?
Talk your ish, man. Talk your ish.
You know, what's funny is, like,
y'all need to stop.
When me and Dre first connected, it was a training camp of before the TBL season, so this was about three and a half months ago. And so when he first came, like, y'all wasn't in the best shape at the time. They was fresh off the couch, basically. Fresh off the couch. I mean, he even looks a lot better than he did back then, for sure. He definitely been working. But yeah, I just remember, like, I'm gonna say this. We kind of got a false sense of security of who we were as a team because we beat the brakes off of them. Him, CJ, and a few other pros. And so we kind of got a false sense of like, oh, we're going to be super nice. Like, and I'm not saying that. I think I feel like even though we took a step up from the previous year, we still underachieved. But I think it started off like we thinking we was that nice because we was beating them. But like, I just remember the first game, like, I'm looking at this dude, 6'8". I'm like, I'm still the whole time I'm trying to focus on him. I'm like, I know this dude from somewhere. and then cause I played probably with him against him in the Colvin up in Oklahoma, in the Colvin, Oklahoma State. So I knew I kind of was like, if he's the dude I think he is, he finna light this thing up. And so that dude he came down between legs, crossover, bag work, nothing but net. I'm like, hold on, bro. Hey, somebody got to check him. He did like 2 or 3 times in a row. Yeah. And I'm not gonna drop no names, but we had some people on the team like, oh, I don't know what he does best, this and the third. I'm looking like, did y'all not just watch this man? Yeah. Hey, man, like, I was like, you missed a couple shots and people create a narrative about you. It's like, it's weird.
It's bad. You got cats out here thinking that they can really go out and compete against NBA guys. Like, it's really ridiculous.
Bro, not even NBA, bro. I could put regular dudes up against minor league dudes like me, and we still gonna smack you. Like,
it's just ridiculous. Like, the mindset, bro, is just out of whack. But man, I remember my short time with Drelan. I remember him playing, and I was just, I was excited about what we had. The team. I was like, yo, we got something. We could have been nice. And then, he was out. I was just like, man, I felt like, we were just disserved because I was like, man, I wanted to see how you was going to play into the season.
What you don't know, Brandon, how I left is literally me and Coach called. We just finished hooping.
Yeah.
We had a great hoop session. Coach called me in the office, told me, hey, I'm sitting you because, it was more of a, like, I want to redshirt you so you can have extra credits to go Division I. So I was like, all right, whatever. And I was like, if I'm not playing, because I really was, my friend DeAndre Bennett was on the team as well.
Okay.
So he's from Oklahoma as well. So, me and DeAndre would compete. So it was like, yo, you gonna play him and not me? it was more of a jealousy thing for me, and I'm not afraid to say that. I was upset. So when he said that, I literally went to my room, packed my car, came back through and said bye to everybody. Rick, you wasn't even out there.
Bro, you know what's crazy? And now we just gonna put it out there because it's years ago, but that wasn't the narrative that he told us. What you're saying and what he told us as a team, completely different.
Oh, wow. I would love to hear what Coach Shaw said.
It was, yo, Drelan messing up. He not doing this, not doing that, not doing A, B, and C as a college basketball player. He got to go.
Why do coaches do that?
Bro, and I'm so glad he's able to say his piece, because, like, that was my whole mindset. I mean, of course, I don't care. I mean, because it's years ago. But, like, that was the thought that was in our head was like, okay, Drelan, Drelan, according to Coach, Drelan being Drelan, doing his thing, he not acting right, and that's that.
I had good grades. I had everything. I just left because he wanted to redshirt me. That's what he called me. We were leaving the gym. Rick, you were right behind me. He literally was walking to the gym and said, Drelan, come here real quick, and called me in the office. I get in the office, and the first thing he said was, how do you feel about the team? I said, bro, with me and DeAndre, we're going to be straight. We got the big, what was the white boy's name, the big white boy?
7-footer?
He was big.
Yeah, but he didn't, I don't think he turned out
okay, well,
to your expectations.
He looked decent. In pickup. And then we had O'Neal. What was his first name?
I forgot. I mean, I know the guys
that
was in my class.
He was just a rebounder. He randomly just asked me about the team. I went down the list and told him what I thought about everybody. And then he said, how do you feel about yourself? I said, I'm ready to lead the team. And he said, I don't need you to do that. I need you to focus on grades and cheer us on. And I'm like, cheer us on? Like, what is he talking about? Like, this is just think of the Lakers. Would you, not comparing myself to Kobe, but I'm the best player on the team. You would tell Kobe, you ain't playing.
Yeah.
This whole season. We don't need you. Like, what?
Yeah. I need you to focus on, I don't know, media or something. Like, something so not when he basketball. Said that, it doesn't make any sense.
When he said that, I was like, what? He was like, yeah, so I'm going to redshirt you. Man. So you know what I'm saying, you get these extra credits. I already got schools calling. Remember, we went to the preseason thing at Coffeyville, and I was killing. So it was like, all right, that's what's up. Like, and then I thought about it like, nah, you playing DeAndre, why you not playing me?
Powerful, and man,
that decision I made was based off of jealousy, honestly. Now that I'm older, I'm not afraid to admit that. I was jealous that he wanted to play DeAndre over me.
Do you call it jealousy or just competitiveness?
Well, I just, like I said, me and DeAndre are friends. I just knew I was better than him at the time. So it was like, why are you sitting me and not him? You know, it was more of that than anything.
Yeah.
And I wasn't looking at my own path.
Yeah.
You know, I was more looking at, like I said, more worried about DeAndre than myself. Like, why he playing, I'm not.
Do you think you would have stayed if you were, looking back? Or are you okay with where you were?
If I had the mindset I have now, you know, understanding what Coach Shaw was doing, because he was trying to help me. Because like I was explaining to you before we started, it was more of a, you know, you can't go Division I from here because the credits don't align up. So you would have to do summer school, or you would have to do an extra year of school. So it was like, I don't want to do none of that.
Yeah.
I'm good enough now. I was thinking more of a, I'm good enough now. Why can't I do it?
Yeah.
Why do you determine that I can't do that? That's how I was thinking of it, instead of listening and taking that advice. You know, I was being a knucklehead.